Hello dear students, it's time for maths lecture. In this class we are going to cover exercise 14.1. Okay, so open book page number 201, exercise 14.1. Now read the question 1 carefully. Given below is the data collected for the favorite ice cream flavors of 36 students in a class. Draw a pie chart to represent the data. See, in question number 1, a data of 36 students is given. Okay, the data about their favorite ice cream flavor is given in the table form, in the form of table. Now what is our task? Our task is to represent this data, this tabular data in circle graph. Okay, so we will represent this data on circle graph. So what is the process? Look on the board. I have already drawn the table. You will draw this table with the proper scale and pencil. Okay, you will write the question from your book properly. Now look at the board, how we will represent these data on circle graph. Okay, so here I am writing solution. As we want to represent this data on circle graph, so we have to convert first in fractional form. Okay, the data in fractional form. So do you know the total number of students? Total number of students, it is already given in the book, in the question. It is already given in the question. How many total students? 36, right? Out of 36 students, 9 students like vanilla. 9 students like vanilla flavor. Right? Out of 36 students, total students are 36. Total students in class are 36, and out of 36, 9 likes vanilla. Can you write in fractional form? Yes. In the chapter fraction we have discussed this. How we can write this? Total students are 36. So do you remember we always write the total in denominator portion? So we can represent it as 9 upon 36, right? 9 upon 36. As 36 is total, so I write 36 in denominator's place. Okay. Now simplify it. Write 9 upon 36 in its lowest form. Write 9 upon 36 in its lowest form. We have already done so many questions based on this. We already studied how to convert fraction in its lowest form. If you forget, then rewatch the videos based on this topic. Okay, 9 upon 36 will be equals to 1 upon 4. 9 upon 36 will be equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, this is the fraction form for vanilla ice cream. Now we will find out for pista. So the value for pista, the number of students for pista is also 9. So again we will write same. Out of 36 students, 9 likes pista. 9 likes pista flavor. Here we are talking about the ice cream flavors. Okay. Out of 36 students, 9 likes pista flavor. As 36 is the total, we always write total in denominator part. So in the next line write 9 upon 36. And when we simplify it, it becomes 1 upon 4. So 9 upon 36 4. I don't have further space, so please note it down fast. I don't have further space. I cannot write. Now we will write for the butterscotch flavor, then strawberry flavor, then we will find the fraction for mango flavor, then chocolate flavor. I don't have further space, so write down these two fast. Okay, now I am erasing. This question is not over yet, okay? Now we are going to write for butterscotch flavor. So in the next line, write out of 36 students, 6 likes strawberry flavor. Right? So in fractional form, how we can write? We can write 6 upon 36. And when we simplify, when we write 6 upon 36 in lowest form, it will be 1 upon 6. The lowest form of 6 upon 36 will be 1 upon 6. Now next flavor of ice cream is butterscotch. Wait. After pista it was butterscotch. So let me write here butterscotch. Now we will write for out of 36 students, 6 likes strawberry. So how we can represent? We can write like 6 upon 36. We always write total in denominator portion. 36 is the total number of students. That is why I write 36 in denominator place and 6 in the numerator place. Okay. Now convert this 6 upon 36 in its lowest form. So when we convert, we get 1 upon 6. Okay. So till now we got the fraction for vanilla flavor, for pista flavor, for butterscotch flavor and for strawberry flavor. Note it down. Note down all the 4 lines. I don't have further space, so note it down fast. Okay. Now I am erasing. After writing these two, you will note down. We will write for mango. So out of 36 students, 3 likes mango flavor. 3 likes mango flavor, right? So how we can write in the numerical form? 3 upon 36. Now we it will become 1 upon 12. Now for the last flavor, that is chocolate flavor. Out of 36 students, 3, how many likes chocolate? 3. 3 likes chocolate flavor. In numerical form, we can write 3 upon 36, which will be equals to 1 upon 12. 3 upon 36 will be equals to 1 upon 12 in its lowest form. Okay. Now we have converted all the flavors, all the values for flavors in fractional form. After conversion, we will show it on a pie chart. Note down both the lines. Okay. I hope you have noted down both the lines. Now, right, so the pie chart, for the given data is, so the pie chart for the given data is, and draw a proper circle. With the help of protractor, draw a proper circle. Don't draw the circle by running hand. Draw the circle properly. Mark the center point. Okay. Now we will show. For vanilla, what is in the rough one? Here in the rough one, I am writing for vanilla. What was the fraction? It was 1 upon 4. For pista, the fraction was 1 upon 4. For butterscotch, I am writing in short. For butterscotch, the fraction was 1 upon 6. For strawberry, the fraction was 1 upon 6, right? See in your copy. And for mango, the fraction was 1 upon 12. And for chocolate, the fraction was 1 upon 12. Remember? Now our task is to show these fractions on the circle. Okay, these slices we want to show on the circle. So do you know 1 upon 4 means what? If I draw a circle, see it is the rough one. Okay, do not note down these 2 points. How we can show 1 upon 4? 1 upon 4 means what? Out of 4, 1 is shaded. Out of 4, 1 is shaded. How we can show? Suppose I have a circle. So total 4 parts I will make it off. Okay, I will make total 4 parts. And 1 part I will shade. So this circle is showing 1 upon 4. Okay, total 4 parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out of these 4, 1 is shaded. So in circle we can show by this. So this much portion of the graph is showing 1 by 4. It means this portion is showing what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is showing vanilla flavor. So you can use the different color pens to shade the graph. You can use colors. This part of the circle is showing what? This part is showing vanilla. Okay. Now we will move towards pista. The fraction for pista is also 1 upon 4, and you know 1 upon 4 means what? Out of 4 parts, 1 is shaded. Out of 4 parts, 1 is shaded. So, it means this much part of the circle, and on this big circle, how we can show? We can show you can use different color pens. So this part is showing which flavor? It is showing pista flavor. Okay? Out of total, 1/4 is showing vanilla and 1/4 is showing pista. Now we have left with the half circle. On this half circle, we will show the remaining flavors. That is, we will show butterscotch, strawberry, mango, and chocolate. All these 4 flavors we will show on this half part of the circle. So see here in the rough one, for butterscotch, what is the fraction? 1 upon 6. For butterscotch, the fraction is 1 upon 6. What does this 1 upon 6 means? It means out of 6, 1 part is shaded. Suppose we have a circle, we have total 6 parts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total how many parts we have? We have 6 parts of the circle. Out of these 6, how many parts are shaded? 1 part is shaded. So which means this much part is showing 1/6. For strawberry, the fraction is 1/6. Means out of 6, 1 part is shaded, right? So to show on the circle graph, what we will do? Now I am showing 1/6 on the circle. So I must have to equally divide the circle. Okay? 1, 2 and 3 parts. Okay, so this part is showing which flavor 1/6 is representing for butterscotch. So this part is butterscotch. Now this part is showing strawberry. Now last two flavors are mango and chocolate. So the fraction for mango is 1/12 and for chocolate it is also 1/12, which means out of 12, one part is shaded. So what we will do, we will take the same circle, we will equally divide it in 12 parts. We will equally divide the circle in 12 parts. Equally divide the circle in 12 parts and shade it. Okay, so this is how we represent data on pie chart. Do not note down this table. Now question number 2. Do question right now. Do this question. With the help of pencil you can write in the book itself. Question number 2, read properly. Question number 2 is the given pie chart shows different seasons of India divided into 12 equal parts. Each part shows 1 month. Fill in the following table. We are doing question number 2. Note down the question from both. A pie chart is already drawn in the question, right? This pie chart is equally divided into 12 equal parts. This pie chart is equally divided into 12 equal parts, right? Now this part, these two parts are showing for monsoon. These two parts are showing monsoon. This part is showing spring season. These 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 parts are showing summer season. number of months are 4. Next is monsoon. So in front of monsoon, write the number of months. One slice means this one slice of the graph means 1 month. So in monsoon season, 2 slices are shown. It means 2 months. That is spring season. So for spring, only one slice is represented. It means it is showing 1 month. Then autumn. For autumn season, count the number of slices. For autumn season, only one slice is given and one slice representing 1 month. So number of 1 month for autumn is 1. Now the last season is summer. For summer season, count the number of slices. For summer, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For summer season, the number of slices are 4. It means it is representing 4 months. Okay? So this is what you will write in question number 2. Take the screenshot or fill in your book and later write properly in your copy. Now the last question of the exercise, that is question number 3. Question number 3. The given data, the given pie chart. Question number 3 is the given pie chart shows the number of tourists from various countries who have visited India in the year 2015. Answer the following questions by looking at the pie chart. Already a pie chart is given in your book, right? By observing this pie chart, you have to answer the following questions. I am drawing the pie chart for you on the board. It is the whole circle. This whole circle is divided into 2 equal parts. Okay? Now this half part is divided into 2 equal parts as it is shown in the book. The green part is showing, this green part is showing which country? It is showing Australia. Australia. Then this part is showing which country? It is showing Japan. Then this part is showing which country? Observe in your book. This part is showing UK, that is United Kingdom. And this part is showing USA, that is United States of America. These 4 countries people visited India in 2015. Okay? By using this pie chart, you will answer the question A, B, C, D of question number 3. So question number A, I will just write the answers. Okay? You will note down the question from book. So read, from which country did the highest number of tourists come? किस कंट्री से सबसे ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ टूरिस्ट इंडिया आए होंगे? ऑब्जर्व द पाई चार्ट, विच इज द मोर शेडेड पार्ट? आई थिंक यूके, दैट इज यूनाइटेड किंगडम. फ्रॉम यूनाइटेड किंगडम बाय ऑब्जर्वेशन वी कैन डायरेक्टली राइट यूके. फ्रॉम यूनाइटेड किंगडम most people came to visit India. Now part B. Read the question. From which two countries did the same number of tourists come? ऐसे कौन से? Observe your pie chart and tell me which two countries are same, from which same number of tourists came. So by observation we can say Australia and Japan. The shaded portion are equal. Australia is showing 1/4 and Japan is also showing 1/4, means the data is same. So we will write the two countries are Australia and Japan. The two countries are Australia and Japan, from which the number of tourists are same. Okay. Now the next question, question number C. Tourists from which country are more? The UK or Japan? Compare the UK and Japan. Compare these two parts of the pie chart. Compare these two parts, UK and Japan. And now tell me, from which country more tourists came? From Japan or UK? Observe the chart and give me answer. From UK, as the shaded portion is more. So the answer for C, question number C, is UK. Now the last question, that is D. From which country did the least number of tourists come? Now observe the pie chart and tell me, from which country the least number of tourists came. Least means सबसे कम. So out of these four countries, which country is there from which least number of tourists came? So by observation we can say that from USA least number of tourists came. So the answer for question number D is USA. For question number A, answer is UK. For question number B, answer is Australia and Japan. For question number C, answer is UK. And for question number D, answer is USA. Take the screenshot of all the answers. Okay, our class is over here. We will meet in the next lecture with new concept. Till then, complete all this work properly in your copy.